Welcome back to Perfect Circuit Pizzeria! Today we're serving up a slice of FM and wave shaping goodness with the BASTL Pizza. BASTL Pizza is like the meat lovers of complex oscillators because it's so beefy and dense with features. You've got 3 oscillators under the hood all working in tandem to create delicious FM sounds. You got 3 different waveform outputs, each give you a slightly different but delicious flavor of raw attitude. And on top of that, you've got capabilities for wave folding, shaping, and RingMod. What BASTL have done with the pizza is taken a ton of their innovations from their previous projects, like their wave folding, their auto-tuning, their RingMod and feedback technologies, and they've crammed them into this amazing little oscillator. It can be operated with one hand very easily, it's absolutely fun on a bun to use, and it's really customizable towards however you, the user, really want to generate these tones. BASTL Pizza gives you a ton of options for shaping your sounds and creating waveforms. But the first thing you need to understand about it is that there are 3 separate oscillators underneath the pizza. They're all linked and they all work together, but there are 3 separate ones. First, there's the main oscillator. This is going to come out your main output, and it's going to be the carrier wave for all your FM signals. The other 2 oscillators are your modulating oscillators, and they're going to be the ratio oscillator and the octave oscillator. And they kind of each live on the left and right sides of the pizza, respectively. So if we patch into our main oscillator output here and turn up our VCA, we'll hear our main oscillator, just a pure sine wave. If we take the FM index to the left, we'll start to hear the ratio oscillator modulating it. And if we start to go to the right, we'll hear the octave oscillator modulating it. The octave oscillator has its own dedicated output, which is super duper useful. Let's turn it up and take a look at what the octave oscillator can do. So over here on the right, we can set the octave of our octave oscillator. And underneath that, we can set the wave shape of our octave oscillator with saw waves on the right, square waves on the left, and sine waves in the middle here. The ratio oscillator is slightly different. It doesn't have its own dedicated output, so you're only going to hear it when it's modulating the main oscillator, or the carrier signal. So let's take a look at how the ratio oscillator works. We'll patch into the main here. We'll turn our VCA up, we'll hear our sine wave, and then we'll start to modulate towards the ratio oscillator side. Now, in this mode, the ratio oscillator button sets different FM ratios for your frequency modulation. And the shape knob controls the wave shape of the ratio oscillator, in the same way that the octave oscillator is controlled. So that's a basic overview of how 3 oscillators inside the pizza can all interact with each other. But it doesn't end there, because BASTL included both ring modulation and wave folding. BASTL didn't just include one flavor of wave folding or RingMod though, they gave you 2 of each. So let's take a listen to them. So if we want to hear the wavefolder, we just click this little button until it says fold there, turn up our VCA, and then we can push it to the right, which is a polynomial wavefolder. Say that 5 times fast. And we can push it to the left, which is a more Buchla-inspired wavefolder, with the middle being no wavefolding. We can also sample the RingMod by clicking to the RingMod, and then we can apply either octave ring modulation from the octave oscillator or ring modulation from the ratio oscillator. The real magic comes when you start to combine these functions and move the parameters, because the pizza is full of sweet spots. One of the coolest features on the pizza is this assignable control knob, which we can assign to modulate either the wave shape, the wave fold, or the ring mod. So we can free up this knob here for tactile control as well. The way we do this is we just come in, long press on this button here until these guys start flashing, and then we just choose our destination. I'm going to say ring mod there, and then we'll long hold to get out of that menu. And now if we turn up our VCA here, we can apply some modulation and some ring mod, as well as wave folding. Ooh, that was a good one right there. Last but certainly not least, the pizza provides you with the main oscillator's pulse output right down here, which has a pulse width control right up here. Because what's an oscillator without pulse width modulation? Cowabunga! Well, we hope you've enjoyed this small sampling of pizza and what it's capable of. I definitely tend to drive this oscillator towards more aggressive FM bassy type sounds, but it's very capable of subdued sounds and more experimental West Coast style tones and everything in between. We're really big fans of this oscillator and how it's laid out and ready to use. So thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you check the bio for all the links, descriptions, blog articles, and everything in between. We'll see you next time, and make sure to thank your postman today. Mamma mia!